In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to crochet this beautiful cardigan. We use half double crochet for the main part of the cardigan and the sleeves, and single crochet back loop for this part and the ribbing of the sleeves as well. So this is made to measure, so with a 3.5 mm crochet hook and a weight 3 yarn, I have 3 repeats for the front and 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 repeats for the back, and I'm going to show you the measurement. So this is my shoulder. So I have 15 inches of shoulder, from shoulder to shoulder. The length is 19 inches, and from underarm to underarm I have 19 inches as well. So if you like it smaller, when you work the underarm here, do only 1 repeat, not 2, okay? Because here in the underarm I made 2 repeats, so you can do only 1 repeat and then continue working your front panel. So if you like it bigger than this, you can change to a bigger yarn and crochet hook size, okay? So I hope you like it. To start the cardigan, we are going to make a slip knot and chain 2, yarn over and into your first chain, insert your hook, pick up a loop, you release 1 and release all 3, and that is how you make your chainless foundation of half double crochet. And you are going to repeat like this only until you get to the entire length of the cardigan. You are going to take the measurement from your shoulder. Okay, take the measurement from your shoulder to where you want your cardigan to be, okay? If you want it to be on your hips or on your waist or to any length, okay? So make your half double crochet in even number when you get to the length that you need. Make sure to count the number of your half double crochet in even number, any even number. So just to show you, I'm making this length only. So for the next row, you are going to chain 1, turn and work half double crochet back loop only into each stitch the entire length. Half double crochet back loop only until you are here, and your last half double crochet of this row will be here on your chain 2, and like that. So you are going to chain 1 again. This here will be the top of your cardigan, or from the shoulder part, okay, the one that you have your tail. So you go down 1 more row here, half double crochet back loop only, until the end of the row. The last one here in between the chain and your first half double crochet. So you chain 1, and you will have 3 rows of half double crochet like this on your first rows here, before your first repeat. See, this is my top part. For the next row, to work the pattern here, you will need to make, I made here about 8 half double crochet back loop for this ribbing part here, the bottom part or the hem of the cardigan, as you can see. So I work 8 half double crochet in this one. So here I'm going to show you only 4 half double crochet, so you can make as many as you like if you like your hem longer or shorter. So I'm going to work 4 here, 1 2 3 4. So this 4 half double crochet will be the ribbing for the cardigan, and the next stitch you work your normal half double crochet through both the loops.
like that. And in the next stitch, you leave the next stitch into the second stitch, half double crochet, yarn over, go from behind this one, from under your half double crochet into the stitch that you left, and work half double crochet, yarn over, leave one stitch into the next, yarn over into that stitch and work your half double crochet, yarn over, like that. So you are going to repeat like that until you are here. And your last half double crochet in this one. So you chain one, turn, make your half double crochet, yarn over, leave one stitch into the next, and in this row you are going to change the way you make your second half double crochet. So in the previous row you go like this, in this row you are going to do this and work on that stitch. So you will have something that looks like little arrows from your right side, like this. Yarn over, leave one stitch into the next, yarn over, and take that stitch from behind and make your half double crochet. Yarn over, leave one, and this is how you continue, and this is the repeat for the entire cardigan. Okay, and the entire cardigan is work with half double crochet only, except for the ribbing on the border of the front panels. So continue like that until you are here. So after your last cross stitch here, you are going to work one normal half double crochet. To lock the pattern in, you are going to work through both the loops, before when you go up and after when you go down, and you continue with back loop only for the ribbing part here, for the hem. And the last one I'm going to make through both the loops. And after each of these you are going to chain one and work 4 rounds of half double crochet. So for the first round here you work your ribbing part only, 4 half double crochet. In this one I'm making only 4, so in your actual cardigan you can make as many as you like. So it will be the same number from this part to the entire end of your cardigan, to the end of your cardigan. So after your ribbing, on your first row after the pattern, you are going to work half double crochet in each stitch through both the loops. One half double crochet through both the loops, and chain one. For the next row you are going to work back loop only, half double crochet. So after each of this pattern from now onwards, okay, for the first part here you are going to have only 3 half double crochet, but after each of this pattern you are going to repeat 4 rows of half double crochet like I do here. You can see I have 2 ribs with 4 half double crochet rows, 1 2 3 4. So repeat 4 half double crochet rows here, back loop only the entire length. So here after you have 4 rows of half double crochet, after this you are going to repeat this one again. Okay, so you'll chain 1 and make, so I'm going to make here 4 half double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then half double crochet through both the loops, and I'm going to repeat this one again. So half double crochet, leave 1 stitch into the next, and I'm going to do from the back, half double crochet, leave 1 into the next, and from the back, and you repeat. So you will chain 1, turn, half double crochet to the first stitch, half double crochet into the next, half double crochet from the front, and push the stitch like that, and we continue the same thing like that. After each of this pattern, you are going to have 4 rows of half double crochet in between your pattern like this one. Okay, so you are going to repeat that the entire cardigan as I told you. So here, this will be my front panel, for one front panel, and after you finish your front panels like this, I have 3 repeats of this, as you can see here. After 3 repeats, we are going to work the underarm. Okay, this is 3 repeats and it is enough for my front panel. So you can take your own measurement. If you still think that you need it bigger, then you can add 1 more repeat and take the measurement. So after you work your front panels like this, on the last row of your half double crochet here on the 4th row, take the measurement from the top part and make your armhole here. So I'm going to make only 6.5 inches here, 6.5 inches, because this is a small cardigan. So you can take your own measurement. Okay, take the measurement from your old clothings, from your old sweater. Take the size of the armhole. So when you take the size of your armhole from your old sweater, make sure to make this a little bit less than your actual measurement, because when we are going to make a few rows here, so that rows will increase the size of your underarm. Make it at least half an inch from your actual armhole. So you will start the pattern again, chain 1 and make your ribbing here. So I'm going to make 8 half double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the 9th one through both the loops, and I'm going to repeat the stitches again, and you are going to repeat this until you get to your marker here. So when you get to your marker here, after you make your last cross stitch, make your last half double crochet through both the loops like that. Okay, so you are going to chain 1 and we repeat the pattern, the same thing, the same way. Half double crochet, leave 1 stitch, and we are going to repeat the pattern again until the end of the row. So here, after you finish your first pattern in the underarm like this, you are going to repeat the same thing we did from this part. Okay, we repeat again the same thing here with 4 rows of half double crochet. So the first one, work only for the ribbing, 8 half double crochet here, and then half double crochet into each stitch for this row, and you repeat the same way we repeat the stitches in between these patterns here. Okay, one row with half double crochet only. In the next row you are going to work half double crochet back loop around 3 rows of half double crochet here. So the first one and 3 more. So after 4 rows of half double crochet you are going to repeat this row again. Okay, work your ribbing and then start with the pattern. So when you complete this pattern here, if you need this bigger in bigger size, you can repeat one more time, work your 4 half double crochet row and then repeat one more of this after that. So you'll have 3 repeats of this, 1, 2 and that one. And if you only needed the same measurement as mine here, then before we go forward, count the number of stitches you have in this space here. Count from where your marker is until the end of the row here. Count the number of stitches. Okay, so you work your round as usual here. I'll have my ribbing and then 1 half double crochet into each stitch. And when you are here, I'll show you what to do. When you are here, after your last half double crochet here, make the same number of chains as the number of stitches you have from this side. So here I have 28 stitches, so I'm going to make 28 stitches chains, and when you get to the same number here, you add one more chain to that to make your turning chain. When you made your chains into the next stitch, this one is my turning chain, so into the second chain, make your half double crochet through the back bump only. Half double crochet into each stitch, the entire chain. And the last one, just insert your hook here and make your half double crochet and continue the round with half double crochet back loop only in each stitch. And this is the first row of our back panel, and you repeat again until you have 4 rows of half double crochet after this. So you already have 2 and 2 more after that. Repeat the same again. So it's the same repeat again here. You are going to work 4 half double crochet after each pattern, and then after 4 half double crochet row you repeat this and again. And for the back panel, you are going to take the measurement from your shoulder to shoulder, the entire back. Okay, so you take your own measurement. Everyone is different, so you can have as many repeats as you need for the back. Okay, as long as you get to the measurement. So the back here I have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 repeats, and with a measurement of 15 inches, and this will be my measurement. So if you need it bigger, as I said, you can do more repeats. And when you get to the measurement that you need, you count the number of stitches you have here and keep a marker on the last stitch here. You should have the same number of stitches in here and in this part. And your last row of this back panel should be the one with your half double crochet that goes down like this one. I have 4 rows after my pattern here, and you are going to start the same way until you are in the stitch before your marker. Okay, start repeating the same pattern. work your last half double crochet, turn and repeat, and you do the same thing that we did in this other armhole. Okay, if you made 3 repeats here, you are going to do 3 repeats in here, and I did only 2 repeats here, so I'm going to do this 2 repeats only. After that, we are going to do the front panel from the side. So here I have 2 repeats on my underarm, and the next row you are going to start the same way with half double crochet into each stitch until you are here. And when you are here, you'll do the same thing that we did when we start the back panel. So here you are going to make the same number of chains as the number of the stitches we have here, and when you get to the number, you add your turning chain, and we will work with half double crochet again. And when you finish your chain, block that last chain, and this one is my turning chain, so yarn over and make your half double crochet into each chain like that. And the last one, just make it here, just insert your hook and like that, and you will continue again the same way with half double crochet back loop, and you will have 4 rows of half double crochet after your pattern here, and it's the same repeat again. And here you will count the number of rows that you have from the front panel, and you can repeat this in here also. So this is your first row, and you can have the same number of repeats here. And your last row here, you will after your last repeat, you will have 4 rows of half double crochet, because from here we start with 3 and end with 4, and in the other side you will start with 3 from the upper side, and then you will end with 4 rows on your last repeat here. Okay, you complete your front panel like this one, you will have the same number of your rows on both your front panels, and this will be the inside of our cardigan, and the side that you have 2 ribs will be the outside. So keep it like this from the inside, place a stitch marker to secure this part, and we are going to join with single crochet like I did on this one here, just single crochet. So make a slip knot, and insert into this last row here. Chain 1 and make your single crochet. Just insert your hook into each space that you get and work your single crochet. So I didn't really count how many I did, I just insert my hook into whichever space that I get until you are here. So you do the same on both your shoulders and cut your yarn, secure, and then when you finish that, I didn't cut my yarn when I complete my my last row here. I just let my yarn sit, and I already started this border. So if you haven't cut your yarn, you chain to the length that you like your border to be, and you work your single crochet. So I'm going to show you from this side. Okay, it's the same thing, only it's the same repeat. So if you already cut your yarn, you can do the same like I'm doing here, make a slip knot and make your chains here. So if you haven't cut your yarn, just chain here and work your single crochet, it's the same. So I'm going to show you like that,
So I made here 9 chains for 8 single crochet, so I'm going to show you 4 single crochet here. 1 2 3 4 5, and into the second chain make your single crochet through the back bump only, so you'll have this nice edge like this. See, 3, and the last one here 4. So for single crochet we are going to skip 1 stitch. So this one you already made a chain, so you leave this one into the next, slip stitch, turn, and you are going to work your slip stitch in here. Okay, this is your first stitch and not this one, not the one that you have here. So make your single crochet, 1 2 through back loop only. The first one and the last one I will do it through both the loops, so the ones that you have in between just go back loop only, and the last one here through both the loops again. So you chain 1, turn. So the first one here you can do through both. When you are from this side you can do through both the loops or just back loop, it will still work. So 1 2 3 4. So this stitch you already have the slip stitch, so you leave 1 into the next like that, and then turn again, single crochet. So if you count the number of single crochet that you have, it will always be the same in every row. Okay, so you'll have something like this, and then you will start again here. You can do back loop or through both the loops. 1 2 3, and then 4. So you leave 1 stitch and to the next, and you continue like that until you are from the other end of your cardigan. Okay, so here I'm going to show you here. So this is my first stitch, 1, and then the next through back loop only, 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8. Chain 1, turn, and then you can do back loop or both the loops. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8. Leave 1, slip stitch into the next like that. So continue until you are from the other side. So, and when you are here also you will do the same thing. So when you are from this other end, this is my outside. So if yours end on something like this, just work with slip stitches to make this even, to hide the stitches here. So just make slip stitches loosely. And secure. The sleeves, you are going to take your own measurement from your underarm to your wrist, and we will start from the wrist like this one. We will start with the ribbing of single crochet. So for this part you can add more length by adding more chains or lesser chains for really small, ribbing. So I made 8 single crochet here, the same number as my border from this part. So 8 single crochet, and I made 9 chains. Nine chains for 8 single crochet, and then single crochet from the back bump of the next chain. And for the next row, chain 1. So single crochet, back loop, single crochet, back loop only into each stitch. On the last one, make it through both the loops here. The last one through both the loops. Chain 1, and you repeat the same single crochet, back loop into each stitch, and on the last one you make it through both the loops. And you are going to repeat this until you have this cuff to be in your wrist area here. Okay, take your own measurement, and you will need your ribs to be in even number, your rows to be even number. So here, one rib, you will have 2 rows. One rib like this, you'll have 2 rows, one from this side and one from this side. So here is my ribbing, and fold that in half from this side. Take the loop, and we will join with slip stitches. So chain 1 into the next stitch from this end to the next stitch from the other end, and join with slip stitches like that. Okay, join your slip stitch until the end. So you chain 1, and in this first row of the sleeve you are going to work in one row of single crochet. You are going to work 1 half double crochet. In the next row, 2 half double crochet in the same space. Next 1, and in the second stitch 2 half double crochet in the same space. In the next 1, in the next 2, and you are going to repeat until the end of the row here. So here you will end with 2 half double crochet on your last row here. So this is the join, so we're not working into that. And on top of your first half double crochet, single crochet, slip stitch, and then you can turn your work onto the right side like that. And here, so for the next row you are not going to chain 1, you simply yarn over and work into the back loop of the stitch, and you are going to work half double crochet, back loop only. And this, you are going to work with this number of stitches until you are at least here. Okay, so and then we will do the increase as the size of your arm increases. We will add increases to the sleeve. So as you can see here, I work with this measurement. So I have about 6.5 inches until my first increasing row here. Okay, so you are going to work with the same number of stitches only for a few inches, because we already started with the increases in the first row of the sleeve. Okay, so half double crochet, back loop. So after your last half double crochet here, you are going to join on top of your first half double crochet, and this is how you are going to repeat. Okay, so you turn again, yarn over and work back loop only, into each stitch, and repeat this until you get to the measurement that you like to have from here to here. Okay, use your own measurement on your arm. So for me it is 6.5 inches from my wrist to here. Here I finished this 1 2 3 4 5 6 ribs here without any increase. Just work like that, and this is my first increasing row again after this. So keep a marker like this on your first sleeve, so when you work on your second sleeve it will be easier to remember on which row you are increasing. Okay, so for this part here we are going to increase in every row at the start of our row. Okay, every row. So you will have to work your first half double crochet here, back loop only, and on the second stitch when you start you are going to add 2 stitches in the same space, and then continue working 1 half double crochet into each stitch all around. So when you are here on top of your first half double crochet, join again, turn. So I'm moving my marker to the next row so I'll remember on which row I'm working. So you will start with your first half double crochet, and on the next stitch increase again with 2 half double crochet stitch like that. And this is how you are going to increase in every row until you have this sleeve. You can put it on yourself, and this will be on above your elbow. Okay, on your upper arm above your elbow. This is my last increasing row here. So when you are above your elbow, when you fold your sleeve in half like this, you should get the measurement of this part here from here to here, not this one, only this. So when you put this against that, so you'll have just a perfect match like that. This is my last increasing row, and I made this. It's my last increasing row. So after you get to the measurement that you need for your armhole, you will work few rows here. I have 1 2 3 4 5 6 rows here without any increase. So this is my first row. This one is my first row without increase, so I'm not adding any increase in this one. So, or you can work according to the measurement of your length of your sleeve. Okay, so after you get to the measurement of the armhole, you are going to take the measurement from your wrist to your underarm. Take the measurement from here until you get to the measurement that you need. Mine is at here. Okay, so from here to here, after you get to the measurement that you need for the length of your sleeve, you are going again to work here about 3 or 4 rows without without working in the round like that. So first work without any increase like this until you get to the measurement of the length that you need. Okay, just work 1 half double crochet into each stitch without any increase. When you get to the length that you need, you will start working on a few rows here. So work your first stitch through both the loops, and then work back loop only for the entire sleeve until the end. So the first one and the last one through both the loops. So you are going to chain 1, turn, and work back loop only into each stitch until the end, and the last one here through both the loops. So you chain 1, turn again, and you work this round here. Okay, for the number of rows here you are going to check from your cardigan here, from your underarm. So you keep it like that and measure this rounds here, how many rows you have here. You are going to measure here like that. The measurement of this rows that you work without closing, so take that like that, and if it has the same size as this one, then you can stop working your rounds or your rows. So for me here, 3 rounds is enough to get to the measurement of the underarm. So I'm securing this here. So after you made both your sleeve, put this cardigan like that with the right side up, and place the sleeves against your cardigan like that, and take your yarn through the armhole inside like that. So if you need, you can place a marker at each end just to make sure it stays in place like that. Then from the inside, so your ends of your sleeve and this corner of your underarm like that, and you are going to join with single crochet all around. So make that and chain 1, and then you are going to join with single crochet from the stitch of the sleeve to the stitch in the armhole of the cardigan like that, and join all around until you are in the next corner here. So when you get the other corner here, so this is what you are going to do. Stretch this like that, stretch your sleeve and work single crochet until you are here in the underarm as well. Okay, just insert your hook and work your single crochet into each space that you get. Okay, and slip stitch into your first chain, cut your yarn and secure, and then you can use your needle to weave in your ends. So like that, you join one sleeve and you do the same with your other sleeve, and when you do this, you'll have something like that, and your sleeve will look like this. Okay, and do the same on both sleeves. So when you're done with both your sleeves, within your every ends with using your needles. And if you like the sweater, if you like my cardigan, don't forget to like the video and share also with your friends, and you can tell me in the comments how yours turned out to be. Okay, so thank you so much for watching.